talking about building wealth, building Black wealth. And we are talking about the path to prosperity. And I have to give these sisters a proper introduction. We don't bring presidents and queens or anybody into the Dr. Don radio show raggedy. We make everyone feel welcome. First, I'm going to introduce Alexis first. Hey, I got to give her a good introduction. Alexis Ceasar-White. She is a real estate broker and the chair of this weekend's Community Wealth Building Day. How are you, Alexis?
I am doing wonderful. How about yourself, Dr. Don?
Hey, I'm wealthy. How about you?
I'm rich. I am rich and wealthy too.
Yeah. People always kill me. Don't say rich, say wealthy. Who cares? You got money. Leave all that alone. Stop. Let me, as long as my bank account ain't in the red, don't be worried about all that. Rich, wealthy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Then we have my soror, Dr. Courtney Johnson Rose, darling. And she is just as beautiful as a rose, like on the inside and out. She is the president of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. How are you, Dr. Courtney?
I am fantastic. Thank you for having us, Dr. Don. I'm excited about our conversation tonight.
Yeah, when we talk about money, don't we get excited?
I get excited every single time.
Oh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And last but not least, Madam President of the Houston Black Real Estate Association. I've known this girl, I'm telling you, for quite some time. Felicia Guidry. How are you, money lady? You're on mute, darling. Felicia, you're on mute. You're on mute, Felicia. Felicia, you're on mute. I can't hear you. Yeah.
That little button go down now. I'm ready now.
You're fine. And I could tell you were saying something good. So what was it? Repeat it.
Let me tell you, if you didn't see me, if you didn't hear me, you sure should have saw me because I'm ready for you, Dr. Don. Real talk with these ladies. Thank you for having us this evening.
It is my pleasure. And of course, you all know I am a member of the Houston Black Real Estate Association. You do not have to be in real estate. Just an amazing, amazing organization. But first, let's kick it off with this, ladies. First, and any of you can answer this. First, what is the definition of wealth? Because you can't be what you don't know, right? What is the definition of wealth?
I'll start, Dr. Don.
Okay.
That's a tough one, actually, because I think it's different for different people.
Okay, good.
And different perspectives. So for me personally, wealth is knowing that I have something to pass on to my children and my family. That is wealth, having enough where I know I can help my family and I know that I'm going to have enough extra to be able to pass it on.
That's good. That's good. And I like you said, it's a different definition for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. What is it for you, Alexis, and then you, Felicia?
So wealth for me is sustainability, being able to have something and be able to retain it. So that will be the definition of wealth for me, being able to, just be able to acquire something and be able to hold on to it.
That's good. That's good. You, Felicia?
When I think about wealth done, because we are typically the mindset is self-preservation, right? I can't give anything because I don't have enough. I'm trying to squander it. Wealth for me is when I'm in the overflow and I have the ability to share with others.
That's good. And I like you all touched on, it's not about us. It's for the next generation. We want to pass on a legacy of prosperity, not poverty, right?
That is
we have to change that mindset now, ladies. Next question. What is Black wealth? Because we talk about wealth, but what is Black? Because some people saying, well, what's Black wealth? What's the difference? What is it? Courtney, what is it? You start first.
Black wealth is complicated.
Okay.
There was a lady that said this before, that Black people were capital before we were able to make capital.
Oh, wow. That is powerful.
So for us, I think wealth is complicated because it's been taken from us. We've been stripped from it. We've been denied it. We've been haggled out of it. We've been tricked from it. We've been promised it, and it hasn't happened with our 40 acres and the mule. So I think it's very complicated for us. And I say that because there's so much miseducation in our community. Some people feel like wealth is a nice car.
Yeah.
With rims and a gold chain and jewelry. And because I have that outward appearance, they feel wealthy, but not really understanding that those are depreciating assets. So I think it's a very complicated topic when we talk about Black wealth. When I think about it, it's really about the education that goes into what wealth really is. So for Black wealth, it's a different conversation that we have to have, because we have to educate you first on what wealth really is. And then we talk about how do you get it.
That's good. That's good. You, Alexis?
My take on Black wealth is kind of parallel to what Dr. Courtney Johnson Rose was stating. Is that first, I believe Black wealth is education. I am a true believer that you do better when you know better. So therefore, if your foundation or your fundamental wealth pool is of education, then like the things Dr. Johnson was talking about, you can't be tricked out of something because you understand the laws and the rules and the regulations. You do know how to go back and retain something that someone has taken from you, because again, you understand what your rights are. So I think that Black wealth, first and foremost, should be education, because that was the one thing that they always tried to stifle us with. They didn't want, they didn't want us to become educated, because once we became educated, then we were more powerful together with the knowledge. So with that, I believe that Black wealth is just that, the fundamentals of education, because then everything else is layered on top of that.
I love how y'all talk about the history, because you got to talk about where it started, right? But because, and that's the absolute truth, but there's no excuse now, right? Because now the education is there. It's up to us to go get it.
Yes.
It's up to us to go get it. And I heard Magic Johnson say this. He said, if you have it, the knowledge, and you don't do anything with it, that's on you. It's kind of on us. And he's a billionaire. So you listen to people who have the wealth and the wealth mindset. Because if people, y'all think about this, right? And Felicia, I want to start with you with this. If people can start from nothing, right? And they can have figured it out, then if you have a college degree, you're a little bit farther than them is educated. But if they had a GED and are able to build wealth, then there's no reason why you with a college education can't. Don't say you're behind. Everybody has started. Some people have started. It's like, what? How did they come over to this country with $2, homeless from Africa, and now they're billionaires? You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's something. Felicia, you?
Sure. And you know what? When I think about it, and when I hear you say that, I'm going to tell you, Dr. Dawn, it starts with mindset. A lot of times, if our mindset has been conditioned to think or to have or to feel one way, then we carry that on to the next generation. When we have the mindset of collaboration, and we have the mindset of being willing, open to work, you know what I mean? And then you get access to some things. I think it really starts with the right mindset. That's just it for me. It starts with the right mindset. If my mind is right, it doesn't matter what obstacles come my way. I already know that I'm working for the end result, because somebody has prepared for me mentally that it's possible.
Yes, it is possible. And then the thing is, like HBREA, NARAB, this community day coming up that we're going to talk about, they are providing the resources. Like there's no excuse, right? They're giving you the resources. And that's what these organizations are about. You don't have to be a real estate guru to come to this. Even if you may have a house, but they even have what selling Big Mama's house. They have that topic, how to sell, the house. So they have research. I mean, it's just so much. I got so excited listening to the Zoom call for what you have planned for this. And I'll be there and volunteering, but I'll be taking in some knowledge as well. Trust and believe that.
Awesome.
But let's talk about, you talked about collaborations, and Courtney, I got to give this question to you first, and then I want to hear from you, Alexis and Felicia. Partnerships. We have seen what you all have done with the Power Center. Yes. That partnership and that collaboration, that it didn't turn into a strip mall. And we're not, no shade, but we're just saying it didn't go to another culture, another community. That talk about partnerships and collaboration, because I just love.
It's everything.
I love it.
Everything. And the key point to that is when you partner, you can do bigger things.
Oh, yes.
With the collaboration. So a project like that with the Power Center, 110,000 square feet, 10 acres of property, multi-million-dollar asset, may not have happened if I just wanted to do it myself.
Yes.
But the power of collaboration and building partnerships and building networks and coming together allows you to do more than what you would be able to do on your own. Wow. There is an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Yeah. And the Power Center is an example of going far together.
And I'm so glad y'all didn't change the name.
Yes, ma'am.
It is power.
Ma'am. It's power.
But let's talk about this, Alexis. When you partner, you don't have to go rent a venue at the George R. Brown, or you don't have to go to rent a venue. You got Courtney. Talk about it, Alexis. Y'all ain't gotta. Now I'm sure y'all put some coins in her pocket for this, right? She ain't okay. But the point is, when you got a sister who owns.
Absolutely.
Come on, Alexis. Talk about it, Madam Chair.
You go close to home, right?
Yes.
So when you have it, you have that relationship and you have that partnership, you keep it in-house and you go and it goes around. So absolutely, we are better together. And so with that, we help elevate each other, which helps make the budget, as you were talking about, Dr. Dawn, further, which means that our impact to the community is greater, which is more amazing because we can bring more stuff for this great Community Wealth Day. We're going to be able to provide more opportunities. We're going to be able to showcase more talent. Why? Because it's close to home. Yes. So, it's free parking. Okay. Yes. We're not having to go too far outside of our communities. It's centrally located, so everybody can get to it very easily. And that's what collaboration is. Collaboration is taking your something, somebody else's something, putting it together for an amazing thing. And so with that, within the collaboration, we were able to also collaborate with our lender partners, with all the HBREA and NARAB affiliates. Okay. Just like you said, you do not have to be a realtist or part of the real estate industry to be a part of HBREA. So we're partnering with all of those individuals as well. Like minds get together, and that's when true change happens.
Man, oh man, I tell you, do y'all see why I'm a member of it? You're not a real estate agent, so what?
I'm in the network.
That's membership has its privileges.
It does.
I'm in the network. You in the network.
Thank you.
She's talked about the network. Listen, she got us networking. Let's talk about this NARAB building.
Talk about it.
Listen, we're going to 60 cities.
Yes, it's a tour.
Let me tell you, we are the first, we the biggest, and we gonna show We're building it out so the other 115 plus local boards that she is leading as president will have a footprint, will already have a blueprint for them to be able to follow. Because, hey, they may not have the same relationship.
That's right.
After they get exposed to this one, then it gives them ideas. It allows them to reach further because they've seen somebody else do it. So guess what? They're going to be traveling into Houston. So you're going to get a chance to see some of our national leadership, to see how it's done, and then they can go back into their communities and collaborate with their communities and make it happen.
And Houston is behind it, the mayor, all because why? This is bringing money into our city. This is bringing, we're not having a cute little event and some goodie bags and everybody go home. You know what I mean? We are talking about pouring. The mayor will be there.
Yes.
Mayor Turner, many people, and we'll talk about that later. I'm excited to be there. I'm excited to be in the place. Y'all better hope I volunteer and don't be hanging with Courtney. Who that Courtney? Introduce me. Get over there to your station. All right.
And then y'all be, and then there y'all go. There you go. Y'all everywhere.
Yeah, I thought Dr. Don was supposed to be manning the registration. Y'all just come on in. Come on in.
Nobody's the registration.
She up there doing interviews.
Keep me straight, Alexis. Keep me straight, Madam.
I'm gonna keep you on the straight.
Come on, y'all. Now we've got to talk about this because you all have talked about some of the challenges as to why, but now you are giving us the tools, the resources, the answer. There is no excuse for not being educated. I am excited about this day. Any of you all can chime in about that. But before we talk about it, let's talk about we got, because I love the Lord. We love the Lord. We got to talk about how it's out of God's divine order for us to be in poverty.
Oh, wow.
For us to be in debt. Wow. For us to, biblically, it's out of line for us to be in debt. It's out of line for us to be in poverty. God I'm not all about that prosperity, name it and claim it talk. That's not what we're talking about. But it's out of order for your bank accounts to be in the red all the time.
Yeah.
It's out of order. What are you leaving your children?
Right.
What are you leaving the next generation? How can you pay your tithes and offering? Come on, y'all talk about it.
Hey, scripture says that we're destroyed for lack of knowledge. And what we're bringing is knowledge. We're giving access to people. And I'm so excited about that. We're talking to not only just those that are new, trying to get into the market and becoming homeowners. We're talking about sustainability of wealth. How is wealth transferred? We know for us in our communities, the largest wealth that we will attain will be a home, right? And then what do we do with it for our next generation? How do we pass it on? So we're providing education. And I'm going to hit on this about the credit piece, because that's a major thing, because we as a people, we don't think about budgeting. We don't think about savings. We live the lifestyle outward opposed to inward, right? We're teaching them how to manage the resources that they already have, so now they can fulfill the dream that they can pass it on. I'm excited about this.
I am. And I heard someone say that it's not how much you have, it's what you do with what you make, right? You have people who can make six figures and they have nothing to show at the end of the year. But that person who makes $80,000 a year, they are making wise investments there. So it's what you do with it.
$80,000 they can buy a home, Dr. Dunn, with all of these down payment assistance. We got somebody come, they got $150,000. You got the land bank, the land trust. Gone, Doctor. Gone on.
We don't even know about those things, but that's what I like what y'all bring to the forefront. Yeah, man. Don't y'all feel like just buying 2 more houses just because
let's just do
y'all got the resources? Yeah, come on.
Why not? Let's do it.
Why not? Look, now,
let's
Alexis, let's start with you, Madam Chair. What can we expect from this weekend, from this day, coming up this weekend. Can people still get tickets? What, girl? Tell us.
All of it. So yes, you can still register. Registration is still open. You can go to HBREA events with the S.org. You can sign up on the Eventbrite. We still have opportunities and space for you to be in the place to learn. Okay. So what are you going to get out of it? The question should be, what are you not going to get out of it? That's how impactful the sessions are. That's how broad and vast. We are covering both the home buying process for new potential home buyers, as well as for people that are already in their homes. Right now, with so many urban myths out there speaking towards interest rate, what not to do. They have people scared in the house because they scared that they're not going to be able to afford the next house. They don't know what to do with the equity in their house. So we're here to show you all the things that you can do. If you're looking for options, we're here to provide you with options. If you are trying to be in between and just don't know because you're hearing on the left side one thing and on the right side something different, we're here to give it to you straight down the middle and give you the truth. Our home buying courses are going to cover everything from down payment assistance, okay, to how to get your credit pull, what you need to have adequate credit. A lot of us sit around and think that we understand credit. We don't. A lot of people think, well, I pay everything cash. I don't want to open up a revolving door of credit. Those are not the correct answers. The true definition of credit is being able to maintain debt. So you must learn how to maintain your debt. You have to understand what your debt ratios are. Okay. And so none of that is taught from K through 12. Some of us never really get that experience, but here with this community day, we're going to give you all the tools that you need. It's no reason for you to walk away wondering, what should I do? No matter what side of the fence you're on. Okay. And even if you want to get into real estate or thinking about getting into something within the real estate industry, we're even going to be talking about that. So even if you don't think that you're ready to purchase a home, but you've always loved real estate, maybe you thought it was something of interest, or maybe we even pique your interest during this event. We're going to have a session on that as well. So bring the kids, because we have courses for the children as well.
Yes.
So it's no excuses. You don't have a sitter, we gonna watch the kids. You need to bring mama or your caretaker with you. We have a place for them too. It's a free event. You can come on down. Our doors open at 9:15. Doors open, and we start off with an amazing session at 10 a.m.
Yes, and you have some faith-based, I believe, a faith-based discussion. And look, I was looking at the volunteer sheet, and the kids are wonderful. I didn't sign up for that. Let's be honest, y'all.
That's not your ministry. That's not your ministry.
I don't know what's going on. That's not my, I'm on the board of an organization that help our youth, but working with kids all day. I didn't sign up for that. But I'll if you need me to pass them a lunch or something, I can do that. But
we got a spot for you, Dr. Don. We got a spot for you.
Now look, Courtney, and then I want to hear from you, Felicia, on this. Don't be ashamed either. Don't be ashamed to ask for help, right? Don't be ashamed to say, I need this information. Putting up a facade, you're going to stay broke. You're going to stay in poverty.
Yeah.
The event is free, as Alexis just said, right? All this knowledge for free, right?
Yes.
Don't be ashamed. Don't think. And our brother Larry Brooks is on here. Shout out to you, Larry. Yeah, Larry W. Brooks. The W stands for well.
Hey, Larry Brooks.
Trust me on that. And I've never borrowed money from him, but I just know he ain't lying about his financial situation. But I'm just saying, but Courtney, talk about how you don't be ashamed.
Yeah, that's a big one. So for NARAB doing these events across the country, it's important for us, the Black real estate professionals, to create the right environment.
Yes.
We're very particular about the environment. This is not like walking into a stuffy bank to try to get approved.
Yes.
So when you walk in, you'll smell popcorn, you'll smell cotton candy.
Yes.
We'll have the barbecue food truck outside.
Yes.
Magic 102, Candy's going to be there to greet you between 10 and 12.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the environment that we're comfortable in. We paid special attention to create the right environment that we're comfortable having these conversations. You're going to meet one-on-one with a Realtist member.
I love that.
That looks like you. So you're going to be able
great.
to talk to a real estate professional that's African American, that looks like you, that understands your challenges, that can be relatable. So that's part of our process, is creating an environment that's comfortable, that's familiar, so that you can feel at ease asking questions and being able to get help. We have 5 lawyers coming, volunteering for the day to help with the state properties, heirs properties. So the same situation, you need to talk about a complicated situation. We have lawyers there that look like you, that can relate to you, that will be there to help and walk you through these challenges. You want to talk about your credit. We have housing counselors there that look like you, that can relate to you, that will be there to actually help you. So NARAB and Realtors, we are in a very unique position to touch our community like no one else can. We're very particular about creating the environment that is comfortable for our community and unintimidating for our community. So the family atmosphere, the food truck, the music, the whole environment is set up so that it is unintimidating. This is for us, by us, curated for education and empowerment.
Right. I mean, Courtney, she owns the Power Center, but she ain't gonna turn her nose up at you when she see, you know, she probably gonna be eating popcorn at the food truck.
This is for us, by us.
Right. Have a conversation with her at the food truck. Because she mentioned that twice. So I know I'll meet you there, Courtney.
I will be there.
I love a good meal. But I'm serious, and I love Felicia. Y'all know that.
What Dr. Dunn, I know you love a good meal and you want to go to the food truck. Just say options. Somebody in the chat say options. I know y'all watching this on replay, but listen, this organization is so generous,
wonderful.
And our partners that we partner with, you're gonna be able to sit down, have lunch, and listen to what to do with Big Mama's house.
Yes.
How many of them got a big mama that passed away and left this property, and then you got your cousin, you got your auntie, and nobody knows or don't want to do anything with the property, and then you lose it. And I tell the testimony, I was just so excited. I told all my business yesterday is that literally I'm from a large family. But we lost our home estate, if it were, because now, baby, they making money down there with this land, right? But I'm from Livingston. Everybody know what's happening in Livingston, where it's transitioning. We could have had some of that property, right? But the reality is taxes. We were young. We didn't understand or didn't know anything about taxes, right? And then the ones that was working, they didn't want to pay taxes because somebody else living on the property. And what happens? The reality is we lose the wealth that our family had already put in place. But tell them, Dr. Courtney, about what's going to happen at Big Mama's house. We ain't losing it no more.
So this is a really important workshop. And I want to give a shout out to Takasha Francis, the director of neighborhoods for the city of Houston, who she and I came up with this concept a few months back, because as the director of neighborhoods, what she was seeing was how many houses were going into foreclosure, how many homes had blight, grass is up to your knees, and it's become dangerous because when they do the research from the Department of Neighborhoods, it's absentee owners and it's caught up in estate or heirs property, and people want to pursue it or live there or keep it, but they don't know how. So this started this conversation about what to do with Big Mama's house, but really about what to do with properties in our communities. How do you work with your family? And at the end of the day, this workshop is about providing options. So we're going to talk about everything from Airbnb to when do you sell it.
That's good.
How do you leverage it and pull money out so you can fix it up? How do you do a renovation loan for the property. What paperwork do you need? How do you go down to the county tax office and figure out who owes what? So it's really a hands-on course.
Yes.
And half of the time also is going to be spent answering questions. So we have time allotted where we're going to give some information, but there will be a panel and just an opportunity for people just to ask questions. And then if you have a more in-depth issue, bring your paperwork Saturday. We have 5 lawyers there, and we have space allocated where you can sit down with a lawyer and be able to work through and get on the right track of what's my next step. We want you to be able to walk out of the room and know what's my next step.
I tell you, Alexis, I love that. And you will walk out don't be ashamed, even if you're at square one.
Yes.
That's okay. They're not going to talk at you. They're talking to you.
With you.
Holding your hand, because some of them might have been there, right?
Yes.
Come on now. Stephanie says, hey, Stephanie. Hey. Because it's no shame. And you all can tell from the spirit of this place. And y'all know I don't just hang with everybody. So if I'm hanging with NARAB and HBREA, the spirit is right. And I can tell you that. Come get this information. Alexis, it's free, right?
It's absolutely free.
It's free.
All of it is free. And let me tell you something else that's happening that is free.
Talk about
We're going to be giving away 200 tablets because in order for you to be able to find your home, have the information to be able to email somebody, you may need some technology, right?
Come on, girl.
So we're going to be giving away 200 tablets with 5 years worth of free internet for those less fortunate that are on governmental assistance, that are also VA veterans. And so we are here to serve the community. This is not a bait and switch. It's not us saying, come on down and we're going to tell you some stuff and then you get a balloon, kind of ticket at the end. We're not here to do that. Yeah. We are here to be with the people, for the people, to educate our people. Okay. Right. So we are there to educate, empower, and influence. Because everybody in those rooms, you're going to be surrounded by homeowners. You're going to be surrounded by people who started off this journey just like you in the what do I do? All I know is I don't want to pay rent anymore. Yeah. But what is my next step? Your next step is to come down and see us October 7th. Go ahead on and register at HBREA events with an S.org. Come there, be in the room, and be a sponge. Absorb everything that we are providing that day and thereafter, because it's not just one day for us. We are there to create relationships with individuals in the community to help you on your journey and your path.
Ladies, I tell you, and these ladies are passionate about it. I'm telling you.
We serious. We serious.
They're living it. They're living it. They're living it. Ladies, final comments before I let you go. I am so excited to be there. I can't wait. I can't wait to volunteer, of course, because I'll be volunteering. I almost feel like
I'll put you in the youth room.
No. No,
hey, they don't look. They don't have snacks, drinks.
I don't care what they got.
Pizza. They got pizza over there.
I don't care what they got. I can buy my own pizza. I'll be at that food truck. Leave me alone with them. No, y'all. If you gotta be gifted. Is that Dr. Don just slapped somebody's toddler? See, we put people where they good at. Why Dr. Don hair wig falling off? Yeah, no. I know my gift.
You know your gift.
Final words, beautiful ladies.
So I will kick it off by just saying that this is part of an overall vision.
Yes.
For the NARAB Black Wealth Tour. You can learn about the NARAB Black Wealth Tour at NAREBBlackwealthtour.com, NAREBBlackwealthtour.com, and see all of the cities. And actually, we're up to 88 cities as of today.
Woo!
We are pushing to 100.
All right.
And we'll be able to really chronicle the thousands of African American families that we will touch through this tour. So just know that when you come out on Saturday, that you're part of history. don't just take it as I'm just going to stop by. Take it as this is being curated. This was thought of. This was created with me in mind and me and my family in their mind, and take advantage of what's available. So that's my final comment. Dr. Don, thank you for having us. We appreciate you, and we look forward to hanging out with you Saturday.
I am so excited. And let me
Come
take
early,
this. Let me take.
9:15.
No, I'll be there at 8 a.m. because we have
Okay,
to check
good.
in.
You got
Now
to
look, let me take
You
that
gotta
little
get checked
statement
in.
back before I hear from you, Alexis and Felicia. Your final comments. I love the kids. Wherever God has me served, that's where I'll be served.
That's where you serve. You'll be happy serving.
Right? So kids are beautiful. It's just everybody don't have pay. But I will be glad to serve, and these little children, they need love, right? So I'll be excited to serve wherever. So if y'all put me in there with the youth, and really it's my insecurity, right? If you don't work with kids or have kids, but if y'all are parents, y'all are used to it. It's just you want to know what to do and all of that. So yeah, we love the kids. Go ahead, Alexis and Felicia. Final comments from you.
My final comment is just to echo what Dr. Johnson said, is that this was thought of in its totality for the people.
Yes.
So we want the people to be in the building. Everything that we're doing, all of the classes, all of the presentations for the general sessions have all been thought of to invigorate, empower, and ensure that people leave with what they came for. So again, I just want to echo, don't be scared.
Yes.
If you don't want to come by yourself, bring a neighbor, bring a friend, but come down. It will be worth your Saturday. You will leave with so many gems that if you found out about it later, you will be like, I should have went. So just come on down, come see us. Like I said, it's going to be food, it's going to be education, and it's going to be fun. It's not your typical seminar. It's not going to be stuffy. You're not going to get bored. I promise y'all are going to have a good time. We have thought about every detail to ensure that you're going to leave away with the impact that this is intended for.
Absolutely. No excuse, parents. They have somebody to watch your kids, trusted people, not just anybody. They know what they're doing. You have somebody you can trust with your kids. No excuse. Get the knowledge, get the education. Bring a friend. Man, it's free. Felicia, final comments from you?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Dawn. And one, I was thank you again for allowing us to be on the show and to be sharing. I think about a rubber band being stretched. You may have initially tuned in because, hey, this country girl, loud, who is she doing? What is she doing? Or that calm, cool conversation of Dr. Rose, right? Or the inspiring words of Alexis. Well, guess what?
Yes.
You have been stretched for you to invest your time and to show up. Often we wonder or have the blame game or why I don't have it. You have the nudge and something is not right. You have been tricked tonight to let you know that there are people that are working for you that you haven't even met yet. Our organization has been around for over 75 years here in the local Houston market. That means somebody was thinking about us before we got here. And we want you to think about your family, your generation, because what you sow today is going to reap a harvest. Now, what type of harvest are you looking to have for your family? So I'll just say, we're going to give you the exposure. We're going to stretch you. Even if you're not ready on that day, we're going to give you the tools that you will need to go back and be inspired to do what you need to do the next time so you can get the yes. So don't look at anything as a denial. Just look at it as an opportunity to be stretched, because NARAB and HBREA has stretched me. I said we lost property because our family didn't understand it. But I want you to know now our family is acquiring property. We're investors. We are helping others to become invest because I got stretched. When I came here, I wasn't a broker. I was encouraged to become a broker. When I came here, I was not an investor. I was stretched to become an investor. And guess what? I was stretched to get into leadership. You want to be in the place on that day because you don't know what relationship you're going to run into that's going to stretch you to be better. So we'll see y'all on October the 7th at the Power
Saturday.
This Saturday. Doors open up at 9:15. Guys, register at hbreaevents.org. Make sure you want to get the details. As Dr. Courtney said, go to NAREB, NAREB, blackwealthtour.com. Get the history of why she's doing this, and then show up and say, I saw y'all on the Dr. Dawn Show.
Hey, I gotta thank Alexis Ceasar-White, the Madam Chair, honey. And I like y'all put Madam in front of y'all. Madam. This is the Madam the Dr. Dawn Show. Madam Dawn, y'all. Yeah, I like that. But we got Madam Alexis Ceasar-White, the chair of this day. God bless you, darling. God bless you.
Thank you.
Dr. Courtney Johnson Rose. Thank you, Felicia Guidry. Yes, go ahead.
I would be remiss, Dr. Dawn, if I didn't give a shout out to all of our amazing sponsors that allowed this to happen for us, because we're saying free, but always
somebody pay for it. Yeah,
somebody is making the investment. So I got to give a shout out to Wells Fargo, Stellar Bank, Cardinal, Cadence, Bank of America, Department of Neighborhoods, the City of Houston, Covenant Capital, Commerce Bank. Y'all listen, U.S. Bank, Prosperity Bank, and so many more. And all of our vendors. We got some amazing vendors going to be.
It's going to be great.
I'm excited. Thank you for that time.
Y'all are doing the work. Y'all are doing the work. That's all I can say. You're doing the work.
Every day.
You're doing the work. Yeah. And that's why you are blessed. You all are doing the work. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's not, y'all are doing the work.
Amen.
We got to do the work. Man, I'm excited to be there to serve next to you, sisters. I am proud to be a part of this organization.
Amen.
Now,
proud to be a realist. I love it.
Yeah, I'm proud to be an honorary realist.
You're a realist, baby.
You're a realist.
I'm a realist. I keep it real. Realist, whatever. Yeah. We will have a good time Saturday, ladies. Get some rest. I know you got to get up early and do something, because when you're a leader, it says in the word, if you want to lead, you got to know how to serve. So I know y'all got to get up and serve not only this organization, but your families. God bless you all. I'll see you Saturday. Keep up the good work.
All right, we'll see you Saturday.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
Having us.